Yo, Pierre, you want to come out here?
What's happening, my favorite people in the world? Let's get it. Let's tap in.
On May 23rd, 2022,
What's good,
firefighters and police officers were dispatched to a residence following reports of heavy smoke. Upon gaining entry to the home, emergency responders discovered an unresponsive 8-year-old girl and 10-year-old boy with no parent present at the scene.
Oh, hell no. Rest in peace to them. 8-year-old and a 10-year-old.
Hey! I need a medic! Medic! Now! Now! They need a medic! 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 Now! Get off the fucking hydrant!
Yeah.
I'm just gonna keep an eye on these people over here and these people. Anything? He says he doesn't really know exactly. It's supposed to be 3 to 4 kids that live here. They've only found one. Oh shit! All right.
3 to 4? What the fuck?
Man, this smoke is heavy too. He wasn't burnt? No, it's smoke inhalation. Yeah. Did not. Yeah. I'm gonna back the car up a little bit. Whoa.
The parents were still nowhere to be found, prompting officers to question neighbors in an effort to identify who lived at the residence.
Do you guys have any information on people who live here?
Yes,
the adults?
There's one lady, but her usually have a white car, but she's not here now.
Okay. You guys have a phone number for her?
No, that's what we're saying. We don't have a phone number.
You guys know names?
No.
Last names, anything like that? No.
She's an African lady.
Okay.
Yeah. And she usually have 2 or 3 kids there. That's what I'm saying. That's what the guy asked me. So, I don't know if she knows them.
Okay. They recently moved in here?
About a year ago.
About a year ago? Appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
Officers were eventually able to contact the children's mother, who was at work at the time. She arrived at the scene 20 minutes later.
And I was just about to say, bro. Man, I'm gonna let it play first. And that's fucked up because considering the situation, bro, a lot of people say, oh, she's a bad mom or whatever the case may be. And I don't think that's the case, bro. It's not always the case. You know, this isn't the case where it's some little young bitch with kids or just some bitch in general. And she went out to the club and left her babies there all night. Or she was out kicking it with some nigga or whatever the case may be, man. She was at work. She probably ain't got the money to pay for no fucking babysitter, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? She going at work and she leaving them at the house, you know? The 10-year-old, watch out for your brother, your sister, whatever the case may be. Woo, woo. And I done did it as a kid. You know what I mean? While my mom then went to work and whatever the case may be, and you know, I had to look out for my younger siblings. So I don't think this is a case where she's a bad mom. This might not have been the best thing to do, but being in a position to where I grew up in a household with a single mother, I understand how fucking hard that is. And mention it's just her. They didn't mention anything about a father. It's just her and her kids. So being a single mother is very, very fucking hard. You know what I mean? So again, I don't think that this is a case where she's a bad mom or she was just doing some nut shit. She went to fucking work. She got to go to work and make money. If not, she's not going to be able to pay these bills to take care of her kids. So she got to do what she got to do. But it's fucked up the way that this shit happened, bro. To go to work, probably struggling, or maybe not struggling, but trying to make ends meet. Single mom, 2 to 3 kids. You going to work for 9 fucking hours just to get off and come home to realize that not only is your home gone, but your kids are gone too. And you weren't doing nothing but trying to go to work to stack up money to help take care of your children, and they're gone. That's fucked up, bro. So I don't even like, I feel bad for her, bro. I really do. I really fucking do.
41. Oh, 41 on 50. 41, can you start the 56 and car 9 at 255 East Calvert Falls Avenue? Okay, copy. I'll put you on a call.
Just the 2 children. We're at the hospital.
How many children were home? Two children were home, huh?
Just 2? How old are they?
87. 87. Something 11.
We'll get you down there soon.
Thanks,
We'll get you down to the hospital.
Ma'am, how old are your children? Ma'am, we need to know how old your children are.
Are there other kids with it?
We'll find that out. If need be, if someone takes me out, I'll bring it to you.
Let's figure out how old they are.
Yeah.
Get you up here.
Who is this?
It's okay, come on.
So she does have a nigga?
56. 56, go ahead. Right now, is anyone with the victim? Well,
We're going to put you on the cot. We're going to take you down.
Car 4.
Right here. Chief, you
Who
Who is this?
Where are they in? Mason?
Cause he ain't no African nigga.
It's the white one on the car.
In 56. Be advised, there's no supervisor currently available.
We're going to put her on the
Okay. Ma'am, do you want to take a seat over here on the car?
We're going to take you down.
Be safe.
Come on. We will.
We're going to. That's how they're going to do it. You're not supposed to drive over right now.
She's driving, so somebody needs to make sure.
We're handling it now. She's not. There's this. Is your phone in there? Or is it in the car?
How many children were in there? 2. How old were they?
Where's my phone?
Ma'am,
I don't have my phone.
we need to know how old the children were.
I'll get your phone. In your car. I'll get your phone. Talk to him,
It's
okay?
in a white car.
Okay, talk to him. I'll get your phone.
Alright, can you speak it up?
I sent him down there.
I'm going to bring the car up.
Copy.
Ma'am, how many children do you have?
Just the 2? 8 and 10.
She keeps saying too. Why y'all keep asking her that?
No other kids that weren't here?
We're bringing it up right now.
So like, what are we about to do, bro? Like, yeah, like let's do something. We just sitting here watching her cry and shit. Like, what's happening?
The mother was transported to the hospital, where she received the devastating news. Both her son and daughter had succumbed to their injuries and were pronounced dead in the emergency room.
That's so fucked up,
Investigators later discovered that she had called the children out of school that day, locked them inside the home, and left them alone for over 9 hours while she went to work. Both children had severe developmental disabilities and lacked the cognitive and motor skills necessary to escape the house in an emergency.
Never fucking mind. I take back everything that I said. I take back everything that I said. Why the fuck would you leave children with mental disabilities, children that obviously are not capable of looking after each other or taking care of themselves to any extent? Why the fuck would you leave them anywhere by themselves for that period of time?
The emergency room. Investigators later discovered that she had called the children out of school that day, locked them inside the home, and left them alone for over 9 hours while she went to work. Both children had severe developmental disabilities.
Severe. So that means this isn't just something that's minute. Either way, it wouldn't matter. They have some sort of mental disability. They shouldn't be left alone, period, by themselves anywhere. But they have severe mental disabilities. And you fucking left them at home. And the fucking house caught on fire. Never mind. Never fucking mind. Never mind. I'm not gonna sit here and say that she was a bad mom. We don't know how she treated her kids. They're sitting there saying, "Oh, she locked them in there." We don't know. She put them out of school. She had to go to work. Maybe she wouldn't have been able to pick them up. Yada yada. But she's stupid though. She might not be a fucking horrible parent. We don't know. Considering the fact that there's no way of us telling how she treated her children, the way she took. We don't know. But she's fucking stupid for doing that. That doesn't even make any fucking sense. Why would you do that?
And lacked the cognitive and motor skills necessary to escape the house in an emergency.
Lacked the cognitive and motor skills to leave the house. So that means either both, or I'm assuming maybe one of them was physically impaired. Might have been in a wheelchair, maybe had like a limp or something physically wrong with them that was making them incapable of being able to get out of that house. And you left them in there all day or damn near half a day by themselves.
A few days after the tragedy, the mother was charged with 2 counts of reckless homicide and 2 counts of child endangerment. However, the reckless homicide charges were later dropped. She ultimately pleaded guilty to involuntary manslaughter and child endangerment and was sentenced to 6 to 9 years in prison. The fire was determined to have originated in the living room, caused by a power strip overloaded with multiple plugged-in devices. Share your thoughts below and remember to like and subscribe for more videos.
So it wasn't even something that they did. I'm thinking maybe they went in there and tried to make something to eat, cut the stove on, and gas leak. Fucking power strips. Plugging too many fucking boxes into one power strip into a wall. Pretty sure the shit went up in flames. They couldn't get out of there, so they just sat there and suffered. Like I said, she might not be a bad mom, but definitely a stupid decision, bro. And she would never be the same after this. That's fucked up. I still do feel bad to an extent But that was just so stupid to do that. Knowing that they have disabilities, I'm gonna holler at y'all later, man. Be easy. Rest in peace to them.